The official Ultrasport merch store is now open for business. We've just started rolling things out and there are many more products to come in the future, but we still have some amazing items for sale, like this polo shirt or this coffee mug. So if you enjoy our content and want to support the channel, head over to streamlabs.com/YT_Ultrasport. Thank you. It is the biggest night in all of club football. For the 71st time in history, it is the final of the European Cup. And we come to you tonight from Budapest as Paris Saint-Germain take on Arsenal. Both teams coming into this as newly crowned domestic champions, but only one will be able to walk away with that beautiful trophy and the title, Champions of Europe. And as the players make their way out onto the pitch, the iconic sound of the Champions League anthem will get things underway. Paris, led on by Luis Enrique, they line up in a 4-3-3 formation, looking to go back-to-back in the Champions League to become the first team to do that since Real Madrid went back-to-back-to-back in 2016, 2017, and 2018. And when they came into the final last year in that incredible 5-0 defeat of Inter Milan, they were the second French team to take home the European Cup in the 70-year history of the tournament. Now they look to become the first French team to go back-to-back in the tournament as the two teams assemble for team photos. Something to look at, to always remember this. This is one of the biggest games any player will compete in. This is something that you dream of when you're, a kid playing out in the backyard with your siblings, always hoping that one day it will be you on the pitch for such a big match as this one. And for these sides, that dream becomes reality. As we hear the opening whistle, Ousmane Dembele gets things underway, and Vitinha is going to send this way out to begin the 2026 Champions League Final. Glad to have you with us here on Ultrasport as we come to you from Budapest. Again, this is the 71st European Cup Final since the tournament began in the 1950s. Real Madrid won the first 5 editions before Benfica would break their streak in the 6th edition of the competition. And again, Paris, the second French team ever to win this great tournament, now again looking to become the first French side to go back-to-back. Arsenal have had quite a season. They've just won the league for the first time since the 2000s. Incredible celebrations over in London. And now those celebrations could be intensified if they walk away as European champions here tonight in Budapest. And we're going to see the first shot here. Save is made, and we continue as Arsenal will take the ball for what is really the first time in this match, their first real chance at possession. Saka seemed to get the touch as it went out, but this will give the ball to Paris. Kvaratskhelia, Vitinha, João Neves from Dembele. Vitinha a bit troubled there. Trossard will get the interception for Arsenal, but they won't keep the ball for long. Rice gets it back, however, and we go back and forth with possession. Gabriel. Trossard once again. Mikel Arteta leading Arsenal to domestic success, now hoping to lead them to European success as well, in what has been quite a week in the Premier League, quite a week for the game of football, as it always is at the end of the season here. But the big story, of course, is the departure of Pep Guardiola from Manchester City, and as well as Mohamed Salah from Liverpool, as we approach the World Cup. And Joao Neves now to Dembele. Joao Neves again. PSG maybe looking to set something up here. Vitinha into the box. Fabian is going to have a chance, but couldn't manage to get out enough, get the right angle, and find the back of the net. Kind of impeded there as he took the shot. As we get a glimpse of, again, Arsenal's manager here, Mikel Arteta. What a season he has had. Gabriel. Eze. Zubamendi. And Vitinha is going to step in, get the ball here for PSG. Now this is going to be a bit of a race. Kvaratskhelia with Timber in there to stop him from getting too far, but now it's going to be the first free kick of this match as we take a look at things from the referee's point of view. Arsenal will build the wall, and we will get set for this free kick. Oh! Raya got a hand up, and it goes off the crossbar, but that got close. That could very well have been the first goal of this Champions League final. Corner kick now, Dembele. Joao Neves with the header, but it goes right into the keeper's hands, I should say. And Arsenal now with possession. Rice to Trossard. Eze sends it over to Saka, who might have a chance, moving towards the box. Everyone else is going to catch up with him. Eze back to Zubamendi. Now Trossard and Hincapi. Trossard once again. Arsenal with the pressure there from PSG, moved back to the center of the pitch momentarily, but still trying to gain ground here. Trossard can't find a way through, it seems. PSG with possession now once again. Vitinha to Dembele. Oh, caught him right in the face there. And we'll have a stoppage. Mendes will pick the ball up to get us back underway here. Short pass to Joao Neves. Vitinha, Mendes, and now there might be a chance. Vitinha in the box. Doué, Dembele, and it is sent out. Good clearance there, but PSG get the ball right back. Fabian to Joao Neves. Doué is a bit troubled here. Joao Neves to Hakimi. Now Fabian. Kvaratskhelia! Over the goal line, and there is the opening score of the 2026 Champions League Final. Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, the Georgian, puts PSG into the lead as we take a look at the replay here. Finds the opening and just slides it past an inch or two away from the goalkeeper's fingertips. 1-0 PSG. They go into the lead here in the first half of the Champions League Final. Eze and Rice as Arsenal get possession back. Again, we are here in Budapest, Hungary, at a stadium with a capacity of 67,215, and if it's not full capacity here tonight, it must be pretty close. The record attendance was set in November of 2019 for a Hungary-Uruguay match, and that was 65,114. Zubimendi, as Arsenal try to gain some ground in enemy territory. Into the air. Eze got the touch as Trossard now sends it to Zubimendi. Rice is going to have it taken by Marquinhos, and PSG will now try to get the ball out of their own end. Kvaratskhelia to Fabian. And now Mendes. Mendes moving towards the box. There's the cross. Headed by Doué, now to Dembele. Kvaratskhelia intercepted by Rice, and Arsenal will take possession once again. Saka, Bukayo Saka. Timber. Gabriel. Eze. Coming up on half an hour here in Budapest. 1-0 PSG here against Arsenal in the 2026 UEFA Champions League Final. So glad that you've joined us here tonight as we bring you our coverage here on Ultrasport. Arsenal finished first place in the league stage of this Champions League season. They went undefeated in said stage. PSG finished 11th, managed to make it through the knockouts. They defeated Monaco, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Bayern to make it to this round. And now Hakimi, as PSG move up towards the box, but there's the interception for Arsenal. Arsenal in the knockout round had the bye to the round of 16. From there, they took on Bayer Leverkusen, Sporting Club de Portugal, and Atletico Madrid. They defeated in the semi-finals to progress here to this showpiece affair in Budapest. Timber to Raya. Bit of pressure here, but it's going to be cleared away. Mendes gets up. Dembele now runs into Saliba. And that will give possession to Arsenal here, as the English side will perhaps try to get back into this one, score a leveling goal with about 10 minutes to go in half number one here in Budapest. Timber. Saliba. Zubimendi and Rice. Rice again. Zubimendi. And now Eze in the center. He's going to send it to Trossard. Trossard sent it into Hakimi, but they recover here. Rice now. Rice to Eze. Eze to Saka. Bukayo Saka looking for his chance in the box. Bit of pressure here. Zubimendi is going to get the ball. Timber to Saka now. Good defense from PSG as Arsenal try to find a way through. Trossard will take the shot, and it rattles the frame of the net. It rattles the frame of the net. And if it were just a centimeter or two in another direction, it would be tied. Goalkeeper misses, but what a stroke of bad luck for Arsenal as PSG now gain a lot of ground, but Raya is going to make the catch there. Wow. Eze now to Trossard as Arsenal try this again. Trossard moving up towards the box. And again, there's that pressure from PSG's defense. Vitinha gets the header as the Parisians take possession back. Mendes now to Pacho. Kvaratskhelia and Dembele. Mendes now to Vitinha. Kvaratskhelia, who again scored the first and as of now only goal in this match. Eze to Trossard for Arsenal. And now Eze trying to find a way through are the Gunners. with just a little bit of time left here in the first half. We're going to get 1 minute of stoppage time added on. Rice looking for his chance. Fabian got the block, and this is going to lead to an Arsenal corner kick to cap off the first half here in the 2026 Champions League Final. Look at this once again. Bukayo Saka to take the corner. Oh! Joao Neves in the right place at the right time as he deflects what very well could have been a goal. That is the end of the first half. Paris Saint-Germain in the lead 1-0 here in Budapest after 45 minutes of action in the 2026 UEFA Champions League Final. And 45 minutes gone in this final. 45 minutes remain. And whether you're an Arsenal supporter or a PSG supporter, now is the time when the adrenaline kicks in. It's been a long season. There's been a lot of football played over the past 9 or so months. But now only 45 minutes remain. So close to European glory, both of these teams. PSG, while PSG may be in the lead, it still could go either way. It is only 1-0 as we see Kvaratskhelia take possession momentarily. Of course, it was him who got the first goal, and now potentially the second. He's not going to be able to get enough power on that shot. So Arsenal's defense saved them for now. But in these next 45 minutes, or now it's going to be about 40, the Gunners are going to have to make some critical moves. This is their first European Cup final since 2006, when they faced off against Barcelona. Interestingly enough, that final was played in Paris. As we see Mendes and Marquinhos for the Parisian side take the ball now. Dembele to Joao Neves. Kvaratskhelia. Dembele again. PSG threatening here. Joao Neves inside the box, but Gabriel is going to take possession and get it away. Eze now towards Bukayo Saka. Saka is going to move up and try to find a chance here. Gyökeres, Saka, and Timber. Now Zubimendi. Rice. Back to Zubimendi. Rice again. Gyökeres. Zubimendi. And so close, but yet so far. They're getting close to the box, but PSG just keep putting the pressure. They almost seem afraid. They almost seem afraid to take the chance because they're getting so close and then they go back. But now Saka might break that streak. Saka will have the chance, and again, so close, but yet so far. That is the second time tonight that Arsenal have basically found the goal, only to have some circumstance prevent them from scoring. Fortune not on the side of the Gunners tonight, so it seems, as Odegaard will now come on to replace Eze in the first substitution of this Champions League final. Hakimi with the throw-in, and away we go once again. Rice got the header there. Trossard, Odegaard, who has just come in. Zubimendi, Timber. Coming up on an hour in this Champions League final. PSG just have to hold on for half an hour more, and Arsenal need to do whatever they can in the next half an hour to level this and perhaps take it to extra time. Rice. Now to Zubimendi. Odegaard. Bukayo Saka could have had a chance, but the interception is made for PSG, and Kvaratskhelia will take the ball. Fabian. Now to Mendes. Mendes trying to break through. Maybe looking for a cross here as he gets near to the box. Finds Kvaratskhelia. Fabian! João Neves, the one who took the shot. So close. I don't even know if it made contact with the keeper's hand. But in any case, it goes over the crossbar. And Dembele now with the corner kick. Trossard, Hincapi. Saliba. Timber. Arsenal deep in their own end. Now trying to make a move and get across to the other side. Rice. Gabriel. With every minute that goes by, their chances get fewer and fewer. As PSG will get the ball back here. Vitinha. João Neves. Doué. Hakimi. Doué again. Rice stepped in. Out it went. And PSG with a throw-in. Dembele to Doué. Close to the box here, but pressure put on by Hincapi. He's going to take the ball for Arsenal. And now Rice to Zubimendi. Timber. What a match this has been. We're about 20 minutes away from the end of it here, unless Arsenal are able to do something within these next 20 minutes. Saka to Odegaard. And now another big chance perhaps. Saka in the box, but the pressure put on by PSG means he can't find the correct angle. Zaire-Emery will come in for Ruiz as we take a look at the first-person view on PSG's, what I believe is PSG's first substitution of the night. 70 minutes gone here in Budapest. And away we go once again. Marquinhos. Mendes. Saka is there. But he's going to get it away to Vitinha, is Mendes. Kvaratskhelia now to Dembele. And Dembele, Zaire-Emery. Vitinha now. Close to the box. Good interception there by Gabriel. And Arsenal with the ball once again. Zubimendi to Odegaard. Timber. Kvaratskhelia steps in. Timber goes down. Computer now predicting a 73% chance of victory here for PSG, but there's a 22% chance of a draw in there as well. So I think the software guys, or whoever's running that, I think they have to check things because this is a cup final. There, by definition, cannot be a draw. There could be extra time, and that's what Arsenal are hoping to accomplish here within these next 15 minutes that remain. But with every minute that goes by, their chances get fewer and fewer. However, Trossard now looking for an opening. Hakimi is going to step in and prevent that, but it'll be a throw-in for the English side. Zubimendi now to Odegaard. Vitinha is going to be there to get the interception, and PSG once again controlling the ball. Hakimi. Doué. Back to Hakimi. Vitinha. And now Doué. Moving up towards the box. Hincapi steps in, takes the ball. As Trossard now sends it to Odegaard. Zubimendi. Trossard. Coming up on 10 minutes to go here in Budapest. And it is still 1-0 in favor of PSG here. Dembele perhaps thinking about making it 2-0. An insurance goal perhaps in these last 10 minutes. Doué to Hakimi. João Neves. Dembele had it taken by Gabriel. And now Arsenal controlling the ball once again. But as I said earlier, they seem to be afraid to take chances once they get close, because they've gotten close they've gotten very close, and luck just seems not to be on their side. But aside from that, Arsenal have shown a pattern tonight of seemingly being afraid when their chance comes. They've gotten close, then they've gone back because the pressure put on by PSG. And, you know, obviously you don't want to lose the ball, but at a certain point, you have to take a risk-benefit analysis, and I think the benefit would be a lot greater than the risk, as we just saw a section of Arsenal fans who have made the trip here, presumably, to Hungary. And there are a lot of them. There's a whole sea of red in one end of the stadium. But they may be going home very disappointed tonight. They've still got a lot to celebrate. Their first league title in over 20 years, but it would have been extra special this season if they were able to tack on a European Cup triumph as well. João Neves to Doué. Vitinha. Doué. Back to Neves. About 5 minutes remaining in this 2026 Champions League Final. Arsenal get possession, and now is their last chance. There is no other time it's going to happen. It's got to happen now. Rice evades the slide there, but it still goes to João Neves. PSG take control once again, and I think that might be all. PSG tonight will become the second team. Oh, we've got an offside. First offside all night, and that's going to lead to a substitution. Barcola coming on to replace Doué in these final few minutes of the 2026 Champions League Final. And at this point, it's more just to say, I was on the field, I was on the pitch when we won the Champions League Final, because, you know, there's only a few minutes left. 2 minutes ostensibly, but there's going to be stoppage time. Odegaard to Gabriel. PSG, the second French team to win the European Cup. They got that honor last year, and now they become the first French team to go back-to-back, and the first team to do that since Real Madrid in 2018, when they went back-to-back-to-back, thanks to Cristiano Ronaldo and company. 2 minutes of stoppage time added on here, and 2 minutes of counting down for PSG fans. Barcola now to Hakimi. Hakimi, Dembele just misses. And look on the sidelines. Can you imagine the celebration that would have followed if there was a goal this late? But that celebration is going to begin right now as the final whistle sounds, and PSG, for the second year in a row, are crowned champions of Europe. Final score here tonight: PSG 1, Arsenal 0. Kvicha Kvaratskhelia with the sole strike in the 22nd minute. If not for him, this would have gone to extra time. But it does not. We finish in 90 minutes, and PSG are the champions of Europe for the second year in a row. And while they may have been runners-up in the Club World Cup last year, one has to ask the question, after this triumph here tonight, does this make them the best club in the world? I'd say there's a very strong argument there. Marquinhos, the captain, will step up to hoist that beautiful, beautiful trophy, which for the second year in a row is coming to the City of Lights. PSG, your 2026 UEFA Champions League champions.